Procrastination steals more than time. If you've ever found yourself saying, I'll do it tomorrow, then tomorrow turns into next week, and next week into never. This is for you. Procrastination doesn't just delay tasks, it delays destiny. It quietly steals opportunity while giving you the illusion of comfort. But make no mistake, it's a thief, and the price is far greater than a missed deadline. The price is an unlived life. This lesson can help you break free. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 5 ways to stop procrastinating and take real, lasting action. These aren't just tricks to boost motivation for a day or two. These are fundamental mindset shifts. You'll learn how to stop talking and start building. As I always say, action is the bridge between thought and result. It's time to build that bridge. The real enemy isn't laziness, it's fear. Most people think they procrastinate because they're lazy, but that's not true. In my experience, procrastination is more often a mask for fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of looking foolish. And the mind would rather delay than deal with discomfort. But here's the truth. Waiting doesn't make fear smaller. Action does. You don't have to be perfect to start. Sir, I've worked with thousands of people across the world. Business leaders, sales professionals, entrepreneurs, and the most successful ones didn't wait for the perfect time. They started with what they had. They acted while others planned endlessly. As I always say, you don't need to be perfect to start, but you do need to start to become excellent. Waiting for perfect only guarantees you'll never begin. Clarify the cost of delaying. The first way to beat procrastination is to become painfully clear about the cost of inaction. Most people procrastinate because they don't feel the weight of the consequences. They imagine they're buying time when really they're selling momentum. Ask yourself, what does waiting really cost me? Lost income, missed opportunities, damaged self-respect. These are the hidden fees of delay. Make inaction feel expensive. When you associate delay with discomfort, you begin to flip the switch. Inaction should feel costly. It should ring alarm bells in your mind. As I always say, discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. Don't just calculate what action costs. Calculate what inaction costs too. That math will motivate you far more than inspiration ever could. Set a short deadline to build urgency. The second way to overcome procrastination is to shorten the deadline. Don't give yourself 30 days to do what can be done in 3. Long deadlines invite laziness because they remove urgency. Your brain says, I've got time, and you drift into distraction. Shorten the leash. Give your mind a reason to move now, not later. Momentum builds when you shrink the timeline. Start with micro deadlines, small windows of time that create healthy pressure. Not stress, but urgency. Give yourself 2 hours, not 2 weeks. Break big tasks into tight, actionable chunks. The sooner the deadline, the quicker the decision. And quick decisions lead to quick momentum. As I always say, urgency is the lever that moves progress forward. Build a system, not just a to-do list. The third way to stop procrastination is to replace willpower with systems. A to-do list is fine, but it's not enough. You need structure. You need routines that remove the need to decide every day. Because every time you debate whether to act, you drain energy, and procrastination thrives on fatigue. Systems create habits, and habits don't need motivation to function. Systems beat emotion every time. Build a system that works when you don't feel like it. Wake up. Take the first step automatically. Follow the script. Don't leave your goals at the mercy of mood. As I always say, structure builds freedom. When you systemize your effort, procrastination has no space to hide. You don't have to feel like doing it, you just have to do it. Attach the task to your identity. Write down. The fourth strategy is to stop acting like someone who's trying and start acting like someone who is. Don't say, I want to be productive. Say, I am someone who follows through. Identity shapes behavior. When you shift your self-image, you shift your standard. You stop negotiating with yourself because what you do is who you are. Behavior follows identity. If you want to stop procrastinating, don't just look at the task. Look at the identity behind it. Who are you when you show up strong? Who are you when you keep promises to yourself? As I always say, character isn't built in a moment. It's built in moments, stacked one on top of another. Prove to yourself who you are by how you act. Create a trigger that sparks movement. The fifth way to end procrastination is to create a physical or environmental trigger that kicks off action. It could be opening your notebook, starting the stopwatch, or putting on your work shoes. That one motion signals your brain, now we go. It becomes a cue that transitions you from thinking into doing. Let your environment work for you. Design your environment so it pulls you toward action. Keep tools visible. Set reminders in sight. Remove distractions before they steal your focus. As I always say, success is not just about discipline, it's about design. If you build the right cues into your day, you won't need to wait for motivation. The habit will run the show. Let's review what you've learned. Let's recap the 5 ways to stop procrastinating and take action. 1. Clarify the cost of delaying. 2. Set short deadlines to create urgency. 3. Build systems that run daily. Align your identity with your actions. Use physical triggers to spark momentum. These are more than tips, they're tools. And tools, when used, build powerful lives. Action rewards those who act. I once knew a man who always had big ideas but never moved on them. Always planning, never producing. Then one day he decided to set a 72-hour rule. If he had an idea, he had to act within 3 days. That one change tripled his results. Why? Because he stopped letting fear think for him. He chose to think through action. You're one bold step away. Here's what I believe. Every breakthrough is one bold action away. Not one more video, not one more excuse. One step, then another. Your life can look different 30 days from now, but only if today looks different than yesterday. As I always say, the best way to predict the future is to create it today, not tomorrow. Start now, not later. If this message spoke to you, don't just nod, move, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Subscribe for more weekly lessons like this, and let's keep walking this path together, because results don't come from knowing, they come from doing, and the doing starts now.